Hey friends, welcome back to my channel where we explore delicious food that doesn't cost a lot of money. Today, I have a new food item that I'm excited to share with you. And best of all, it's perfect for putting together low-cost meals. I'm talking about the new lemon pesto sauce from Trader Joe's. One of my viewers sent me a gift card to Trader Joe's because she knows how much I love that store. And so I went there yesterday after a long day of doing other things that I needed to get done. And it just was so much fun for me. I spotted this lemon pesto while I was there, and it's the first time I've ever seen it there. I guess they just got this in June, but it's going to be my first time trying it. I'll pair this with some rigatoni, but obviously any pasta would do. You could use linguine, spaghetti, bow tie pasta, shells, pretty much anything. You might be wondering how this pesto differs from a traditional pesto, which has pine nuts, garlic, olive oil, and usually Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, along with chopped basil. This one has lemon, Grana Padano cheese, which is very similar to Parmigiano Reggiano, but it doesn't have the strict regulations that cheese has. It also has almonds, sunflower seed oil, and this has no garlic. Some of my viewers are not able to eat garlic, so this would be a good option for them. The pesto is $3.99 and the pasta was 99 cents. This makes a great meal just like this for $5. However, I'm going to be using about half of the jar of pesto to make 4 servings. I also picked up this bag of Tuscan Kale that I plan to use with it. I'm going to start by boiling my pasta in some heavily salted water. I think pasta dishes are probably my favorite budget meals because you can generally throw them together in about 20 minutes. And I just love pasta. I'm going to show you this meal, and then at the end of the video, I'll share with you a few other ways that I think that you could use that lemon pesto. Even though my bag of kale was labeled as washed and ready to go, I always just wash it again anyway. Plus, I wanted to pick out the large stems that I think will be too tough for the dish, like this one. I usually wait until the very end of the video to tell you how much I like the meal, but I'm just going to tell you right now, it was so good. It was definitely a 10 for me. I'm sitting here editing this video and I'm already wanting to make more of this. And I think the kale, along with the lemon pesto, was a huge reason. The stems in the kale were just chewy enough to give a great texture to the dish, and it just went together perfectly. Plus, I'm going to fry these up with a little bit of garlic so that they'll have the perfect texture. And I cooked my pasta to right before al dente, which is how I like it. I usually like it al dente, but I'm going to be finishing it up in the pan, so I didn't want the pasta getting too soft. And then for my garlic, I'm just cooking it in large chunks. If you watch my channel, you know that I usually use garlic powder, but I did splurge at Trader Joe's with my gift card, and I also got a fresh head of garlic. But if you're using the powder, just go ahead and add it into the oil, and then it will help to flavor your kale. I don't know about you guys, but I like to kind of hoard my gift cards when people send me things like that. It's kind of like saving money. It just makes me feel good to know that I have them, and if I ever need them, I'll have them right there to spend. Another one of my viewers sent me a candle and a spray that you use to spray your pillow at night, and it's so relaxing. She got it from Bath and Body Works. Anyway, she also sent me a gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings that I'm still saving, so thank you, Janet, for that. I've also had a few other people sending me food items, and I'm hoping to include those in an upcoming video, so I won't talk about that right now, but thank you so much to all of my viewers that have sent me items in the mail. I so appreciate it. I'm being careful not to burn my garlic, and I've made sure to reserve some of the pasta water. One of my sons is home right now, so I'm going to make some for him also. We generally prefer a pasta with a lot of sauce in the pan. Some people don't. They like their pasta thickly coated with the sauce. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because my family was actually split on this today. I liked mine thicker and my son wanted his thinned out. If you're going to thin it out a bit, you're definitely going to need the pasta water. I started by adding a big spoonful of the lemon pesto, and I do want to say that this pesto tasted great just straight out of the jar. I knew I was going to love this the first time I tasted it. It's not as bright of a flavor as if you were just using a lemon. It's definitely more balanced, but has a rich cheese flavor. So I think for the value, it's like you're getting the sauce and the cheese together. And I added just 1 ladle of the water to mine, and I made mine first, and then I took mine out, and then I let my son make his. Like I said earlier, this time I wanted my noodles to be thickly coated and I didn't want to dilute the flavor at all, so that's how I did it, and it resulted in a very bold but balanced lemon flavor. If you'd like a more subtle lemon flavor, you can always add more pasta water, but this was perfect for me. This was delicious. I hope you guys will give this a try. If you like lemon, I definitely think you'll like this. My son agreed that we need to stock this lemon pesto as a pantry item. So I'm definitely going to be purchasing some more of these jars because I'm sure that this is probably just a limited time only item for summer. I remember one time I was eating at a fancy restaurant somewhere in Hollywood. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. I just remembered this appetizer that I had, and it had kale on top of this garlic toast, and it was so good. So it's inspiring this right here. This is basically just the pre-sliced French loaf of Walmart bread that I keep in the freezer, and then I just pull out and toast it as needed. And I put a little of the lemon pesto and then topped it with the kale. And then we also realized we had some Parmesan in the fridge, so we added a sliver of that on top. This was also very good. I think this would be really good on the thicker slices of the French bread also, just to make it a little bit more filling. And I also think this would be good served at a party because that lemon pesto is so interesting and unusual that I think it's kind of a conversation starter. Let's toast. That's it, guys. I hope you like this one. I'll put a couple more videos up that I think you might like to watch after this one. Thanks so much for spending time with me, and I'll see you next week.